Hello and welcome back to this edition of Daily Actives brought to you by Bootleg Macro. I'm Dustin. We're looking at Palantir once again, and what an interesting setup we have here. We may actually be looking at the resumption of bullish trend in Palantir. What do you think? Because what I see it right now, what we saw today on the 11th of September, never forget, we saw the price go to $15.79. We saw it be at the highest price that it's been over 1 month now because it flipped positive on the 1 month rolling return. It's now positive on the 15-day, the 5-day, and the 1-day. What's really fascinating to me about this is that we have not yet flipped on the 3-month, but we are very, very close. We are 75 basis points away. I mean, when you look, essentially what we've done is we've seen holding around 15 bucks, 14 something, right? We held it back there. We've held it in August. We've got our go longs here in the short term and in the intermediate term. We don't have anything in the longer term. We still have a bearish setup. Well, we're actually bearish in the short term now. We're bullish in the intermediate term and still bullish, or still bearish on the longer term. It's a very interesting setup for Palantir here because right now I'm looking at it as slightly bearish, but I love the place that it is. And the reason why is because it's actually so bearish that I think this is a place to get long. Like you see a rising bull in the rolling sentiment. You see the 2-day is still very, very negative. We're in the low or the low 40s. Where are we in terms of the trading signals? Yeah, so it says a coming rising bull. That means that essentially it's this here. So we should be seeing a coming rising bull. I love the rising valley. Rising valley is one of my personal favorite signals that I've created on this spreadsheet. The rising valley is just really indicative of essentially when these numbers, when the idea of the 5-day, the 10-day, and the 2-day of the bullish sentiment are really starting to turn over. And you're seeing it come from these low lows. We're at 40% negative. You're 40% bullish. Like that's so low. I mean, obviously being at 68% or 70, or sometimes if you're looking at a Tesla or something like that, you can see at 80, just too high of bullishness back here. This is just way too low bullishness. I like the look right now inside of Palantir. I'm super curious about what this is going to look like. I think what we could do if we look at the daily data in terms of the way that it looks on the chart, we can see here, yeah, we can essentially say that whatever the stop is probably going to be that like 1350, 1375, maybe even 14 bucks now. And now we can see on the daily, we are finally going to potentially breach that 15-day moving average. We haven't breached it since it looks like, and this is a false breakout, back on the 30th and 31st of August. We haven't been higher than that since the beginning of August, and that was even a false breakout. We really haven't seen really big bullishness since that June period. This was a false breakout right here. This one in August was a very false breakout. You see it reflected down here. You see it reflected right here in this kind of month-end markup. But from where our levels right now, I'm kind of impressed. We could get much higher much more quickly. This the 15-day moving average of the volume, it's essentially bottomed. It's essentially stayed at the same level it was back here. You can see that today pretty much picked it up at 50 million shares. If we get a big boost, like we got back here in August, like we had back here in May, that could be really bullish if we're looking long term. You can see the daily volatility is falling, which I love to see. I love when volatility is falling because that generally reflects to me the actual price trend. The way that the price wants to go, it reflects itself when the trend of the volatility is falling. Right now, you have the correlation is also essentially falling. It's flatlining, but it's getting less and less every single day, which is nice to see because that means the price is essentially going to go sideways to up, which is what it's doing. The volatility has made it so the trade range has gotten much tighter. We could see a move down, of course. We don't want to take out the idea that we can see a move down, but essentially what we're seeing is very similar back here in February, April, and May, when volatility got really, really low, when it was falling aggressively. Actually, back here, this is when volatility was really, really low and it was falling. We saw that the trade range got really tight, and then the expansion of volatility with the price moving up lent itself to let us know that we were going to get a move for much longer, much higher. I don't know what we're going to get here necessarily in Palantir, but it looks like we can get this exact same opportunity set up now. We look at Palantir's ultra fast sentiment. It looks like right now things, again, they can only really go higher. We're at 40%. 40% is incredibly low. We could go much higher, much more quickly. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Are you long? Are you short? Do you like it? Do you love it? Is this even a good review? And before you go, subscribe to the New High newsletter. We give you 25 stocks to your inbox every single Sunday, stocks between $5 and $20, stocks breaking out to 1-year highs, stocks breaking out to all-time highs. It was a great list to review every single Sunday to get yourself ready for the new trading week. I'll talk to you soon.